right. So I don't even. I've been watching this YouTube fiasco going on, and I don't know what to even say about it. You guys were warned. You were warned. Back when I first graduated in 2004 and got kind of thrown into politics because of President Bush, and 9/11 was during my high school years, and that whole everything. And whenever they came out with the Patriot Act, we were mad, we were upset, we were, be honest, the right was acting a lot like the left is acting right now, and we were upset. We had our feelings hurt because our country was attacked, and we weren't thinking ahead whenever they introduced this the Patriot Act, for example, and updated the NDAA Act, which is it's been around since World War II, basically, as far as to my knowledge, but it has to be updated every few years, either renewed or they'll make changes to it, right? Well, anyway, when they came out with the Patriot Act, um, right wingers, for example, were all about it, and libertarians and the left were screaming no, like, no, that's not cool. And, the right would always say, well, if you don't have anything to hide, what are you worried about? They were under this impression, and this is the problem that happens. We were under the impression that it only applied to those people. So we're not terrorists. Why should we care? Or maybe, for example, if they passed a law saying we should hang convicted rapists in the street, like just no trial, just hang them in the street. How do you think that would fly? Sure, a lot of people. Well, of course. Personally, I don't feel bad about it at all. But there's a problem. What if they didn't do it? Okay? What if it's not proven without a shadow of a doubt, right? Or maybe it's misunderstood. Like maybe a 18-year-old and a 17-year-old, she's underage, yada yada yada. Not like a child, but like something questionable about it, like, right? So that's why we have due process. That's why our Fourth Amendment rights are protected, is because we don't want to be falsely accused based on some text messages or something. That's why the Patriot Act was a problem, because we were under the impression that the people that it would target would already have been suspects, and that there would be a court order, right? Which requires a certain amount of evidence to even produce a warrant. Well, what the Patriot Act did that we didn't think about was it circumvented warrants, it circumvented the Fourth Amendment privacy protections, and so the left and the liberals and the libertarians, not far left, not the commies that we see today, the regular Democrats and the libertarians and the liberals, the classical liberals, were like, wait a minute, that's not cool, because Constitution, that's illegal. This isn't good. There are a lot of ways this could go wrong, right? Well, Obama got elected. Save, not even beginning to start on how many people that it targeted, during the Bush years and the whole terrorism scare. But Obama got elected, and conservatives started going, wait a minute, did you get audited? I got audited. Did you get audited? And we plus we all started getting put on blacklists, just like terrorist suspects. Remember, there's been no due process with this. There have been people, I mean, even veterans, they come home, they can't even go buy a gun. We send them overseas to use them, and then they come home and they can't even get one. They've already been blacklisted. They don't even know why. You don't even know you're blacklisted until you're trying to get on the plane. Bought the tickets already. Okay? Or you're trying to buy a firearm legally at the store. Background checks, all that. And then they're like, we can't sell it to you, but we don't know why. Right? So, and I'm getting to the YouTube spat. Just bear with me. So, all these things that the left and the right does, and they don't think that it applies to them. It's just like when I see that someone is accused of like a heinous crime, like they raped a 4-year-old or something crazy, and I'm like, everybody's wanting to kill him now. Like if it was you, they wouldn't even want you to make it to trial, right? Because everybody's it's emotions. But thank God we have constitutional rights, and not rights. The government has limitations through the Constitution that they have to appeal, right? There's a narrow channel. They can't veer left or right to get around them, or they're not supposed to be able to. We shouldn't let them. And what it does, if you did it, there's a right way to prove it. End of story. You shouldn't have to break the rules to come to a conclusion. Right? And I'm always like, I don't know about that. Because, it happens all the time. What if it was you? What if it was your kid that was being accused? What if it was his ex-girlfriend trying to get back at him or something? And this happens all the time. That's why we demand evidence. And it's just like you have the Me Too movement, and everybody's up in arms like, well, they shouldn't need evidence. You should believe her first. Yada yada yada. Ruin somebody's life before you have any evidence or can prove anything. Okay? And everybody's like, yeah, that sounds good, man. Nobody likes rapists. Well, yeah, that's true. But on the same token, it's easy to point at somebody and go, yeah, do it. There's rapists over there. You guys have got to start sticking yourselves in these situations and think, if it were me or my family member or whatever being accused, would this seem lawful, and would I be able to find a way out of it if I was indeed innocent? If the answer is probably not or no, then it's a problem. Understood? So, now, we go onward into the changing of languages, the YouTube spat, and I don't know if you guys have read Fahrenheit 451. I don't know if you guys have read Animal Farm. I don't know if you guys read 1984. But these are fictional takes on factual histories. They're not purely phantasmic, made up fairy tales or whatever. George Orwell lived this. Okay? He didn't write it as just a fictional story. It was a warning He escaped this. Okay? They're making different words, languages, stupid hand signals, that you can throw gang signs and all on YouTube, but the OK sign apparently means something now. I'm white. I still don't know where the hell this came from besides Reddit. It's a joke. Or 4chan. It was a joke. They're trolling the left, and the left's buying it. Then YouTube's banning it. Facebook's banning it. It's stupid. So they're making more and more words mean they're signaling words so that they can group more people as the enemy. And eventually the old saying goes, they came for the artists, but I wasn't an artist. So I don't care. And then they came for the musicians, but I wasn't a musician, so I didn't care. They came for the communists, but I wasn't a communist, so I don't care. They came for the fascists. Well, nobody likes them either. I don't care. And they came for, all the religious groups. But I wasn't religious. I didn't care. Eventually, they're kicking down your doors. And that's why I don't believe in social shaming and social justice. God, that came out weird. But look, the reason that we depend on the laws to take care of true justice, as in breaking true crimes, violation of people's safety and property. Nothing more. Not your feelings, not your dignity, your safety, your property. That's it. It's because it's concrete. The rules are concrete. They're set. We can read them and go, okay, I'm not going to do that. That's bad. And you can understand the stipulations behind it. When you get into the social enforcement of justice, instead, it's fluid. And by that I mean it's not defined. There are no rules. And I mean, my God, we just got through, 3 years ago? The bullying campaign. Online harassment and bullying. Online bullying is not, getting called a lispy gay dude or whatever. Especially if you actually are. I mean, especially if it's self-proclaimed daily. I mean, and you're joking about it all the time yourself. So, no, online harassment is when what the left is doing, that's harassment. They're calling for attacks. They call for doxing people. There are people out there, conservatives out there with families and kids that have done no more than I've done on here or on Facebook, that they don't even feel safer in their own homes because people are showing up at their houses and harassing them coming out of. We got Maxine Waters harassing people and their families that are minding their own business, eating in restaurants, like for Sunday dinner. I mean, Jesus, are you serious? But me calling you the wrong pronoun it's not just harassment. They're calling it assault. Assault. Y'all don't know any. I was bullied in school. Y'all don't know what bullying is. Y'all really don't. Y'all don't know what adversity is. You talk about, oh, I get to choose my gender. Fine. I get to choose my orientation. Fine. But then you're like, oh, but I was born this way. I can't help it. Cool, fine. But you can't have both. Okay? You can't have both. I didn't choose to be the way I was when I was born. Okay? I've had 3 back surgeries, a neck fusion, ribs cut out. Steven Crowder hurt your feelings? He hurt your feelings. Give me a damn break. That's bullshit. You're sitting on a pile of money to spew non-factual bullshit, and he hurt your feet. Really? Really? I'm disabled, and I work. I don't even know if I have a day off next week because somebody else is leaving. Just piss it. All you little left-winger elites, celebrities included, sitting on all your money bags, want to talk about hurt feelings. Give me a damn break. Seriously. Hurt feelings. I gotta see if somebody punched you in the mouth, maybe. That's hurt feelings. You don't know what hurt feelings are. I was bullied. You don't know what bullying. Maybe you do. But what Crowder's little jokes every once in a while, hundreds and hundreds of videos, and he spent maybe 7 on, debunking your bullshit, and maybe about 30 seconds total making fun of you. I mean, you deserve it. If you can't look up simple facts or don't have enough reading comprehension skills to understand that what you're doing is just lying through your teeth, I mean, you deserve it. You deserve it. If I did it, I would deserve it. And I don't care about, when y'all started all this and this went to extreme, I got demonetized anyway because of old video of me doing this with a metal thing that goes pop pop. Yeah, one of those. Before it mattered, and now it's a problem, but nobody told me. They just changed the rules retroactively. They owe me over $300. And that's me busting my ass for 2 weeks at work. And I ain't seen it. I've been on YouTube longer than you could wipe your own ass, probably. Carlos Maza and the rest of y'all. And before there was a quota, before all this, and I know it's happening. You're a tool. They don't care about you. They're using you for a tool. It's already been reported. Even those being demonetized, the ads are still running on their videos. You know what that is? Free use. Now that they've got all these platforms, they're going around looking for excuses to demonetize people so they do not have to pay them. And they're still collecting ad revenue from the companies. You're tools. They don't care about you. They don't care about us, but they don't care about you either. And if you don't think this is going to come around, not going to come around and bite you in the ass later, I'm sorry, but it is. I mean, it did us. It did conservatives. It does everyone. Because when you encourage censorship, invasion of privacy, red flag laws, and all these other things, I mean, all Steven Crowder would have to do is swat you, and it would probably get you killed. You know why? Because we, as a country, have let this go too far. Not the left, not the right, the whole country. And without those limitations on government, I got news for you. The noose is tightening around all of us. Thanks for helping.